Hey guys, I'm going to show you a reason why you should never ever buy a tinfoil Chinese bike. I'm changing a head gasket, and this is what I have had to do. That's a peg. I know my camera sucks. I had to take the foot peg off, exhaust, seat, all the plastics, shrouds, gas tank, carburetor, chain guard. Alright, I'm going to go through it step by step. First, I was looking for the nuts and bolts to take the head off. Well, there was 4 of them, but they were buried. So I decided, okay, well, I guess the shroud's got to come off. So I took the shrouds off. There they are. Next, the gas tank had to come off. Can't really see it there, but it's sitting right there. Then I could finally reach the heads, the head bolts. So I removed the head bolts. There's the head sitting right there. Well, guess what? You got the head. When you remove the head, on one side, you got that stupid little, you see that? There's a little cover that goes over top of that. That is also holding the head on. I was already starting to get pissed off when I hit that. Next, I realized that underneath the head bolts are only about 1 1/8 long. I removed those head bolts, and there's 4 more. Look at this crap. All this shite sitting in there. This was factory installed like that. Like, what is that? It's a little piece of freaking shard of metal. I don't even know. Garbage. Oh, what is that? Ew. Another piece of crap, and it was sitting like that. I don't know. Some fucking piece of plastic washer. Okay, those 4 bolts. These are them. These go on those 4 posts. Guess what? Apparently, that's a washer. I don't know. In Canada, washers are round, single dimensional. There's another one. Somebody pooped some silicone on the bottom side of that. Act as a freaking gasket. Now, because it's an overhead cam, there's a gear on there, the timing chain. There's that piece of junk, little piece of tin foil there. Held on with 3 tiny little bolts. Let's try to keep that shit together. Alright. Now I decided, then I realized I had to take that shit off. Well, guess what? You couldn't pull the cylinder head up because the frame rail was in the way. So I decided I had to take the freaking engine right out. Okay. Easy enough, right? Wrong. Check it out. There's grounding wires everywhere that lead nowhere. Let's just get that piece of shit right out of there. It doesn't do nothing. Alright? Okay. 4 engine mounting bolts. Look at this thing. Apparently that's an engine mount. Piece of tin foil. There's no bottom, so if you're going to hit anything, hit a rock or a log or something, you're going to bust a hole right into that engine. Okay? Now, in order to get that engine out, to slide it out, once I undid those 4 bolts there, see that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I realized that now the chain guard was in the way. You know, on the left side, you got the chain going around the sprocket there. That guard was in the way. It's made of metal. It had to come off. 2 more bolts, both different sizes. Alright, take that off. And then engine still won't come out. Guess what it's hitting on? Left peg. There's 1 peg. Other one's gone. I had to take that off. Guess what? 2 different size bolt heads again. Look at this. Engine mounting bolts. 13 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 12 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 11 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 12 millimeter, 10 millimeter. This side on the rear end, engine mounting bolts. 14 millimeter, 12 millimeter. I got another one kicked around here somewhere. I don't even give a fuck. But it's like 13 millimeter and 11 millimeter. Some random. Oh, there it is. I hung it back in there because it's got a stupid little spacer on there. And guess what? I just recently had to pull that spacer out, and I just had to pull the front wheel off because the hub busted. I had to re-spoke that rim. I had to drill out the bolts because they were seized into the old hub, so the bolts holding the fucking brake rotor, those were seized. I had to drill them out, and then realized there was a hairline fracture in the caliper. Well, caliper snap. Anyway, pieces and parts of shit mixed matched everywhere in this bike. Never ever buy one of these pieces of junk in your life. Whether it's Giovanni, X-Rage, Ching Chung Hui, Chung Chim Pum, throwing knives and forks in the sink. You know what? Don't fucking buy it. Piece of junk. Stick with the green. Yeah, baby.